Maybe someone in the Enclave has the answers you're looking for. I'm certain they'll be happy to help.
Yeah, sure, I'll go. I was just wondering because that was weird. Why was he in Kian's room right now? I really hope Ulrich will be okay, but yeah, I'm worried. He should have at least been brought into here then.
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. So many books. Which makes sense, given that this used to be a library. I hope Enu finds a clue in one of these books.
Yes, hope so. Hope so for certainty.
Part of me wishes I had time to stay here and read and learn more about this strange world. So many books. Which makes sense,
Naxos,
given that this used to be a library.
Mountains, Ular, Ula. Nope, nothing, no.
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot.
Books, please don't fail me now.
Books, please don't fail us.
When I was
On
12, I was a lot like her.
abscesses.
Awkward and...
Nope, that's a
strike
different
that,
type of
I'm
ab.
still a lot like her.
I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or a piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
Bad library.
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. This is where I try to connect and make friends.
Again, making friends thing.
There must be something here.
Let's do introductions nonetheless.
You see,
Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai, and he's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
this is where I try to connect.
Sure.
You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
I do. I think. We haven't spoken in a while, and he doesn't know.
That you're here?
I think we need to have a long talk if I get back home. It's been a very tough year, for the both of us. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
Yes, please. Well, let's search.
There must...
So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely.
Aw.
Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, There should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
Well, what do we do next?
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short.
I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon shrimps
Yay,
of Jehovah,
General.
do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in that
Abraxas.
Naxxus's stone tree. If I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Sorry about that. Disregard him. Not important.
He knows
There must be something
Abraxas.
in this library.
That
I'm not
guy
giving
looks
up.
familiar. But
I'm gonna keep
not
digging
quite
until I find
sure
something.
where I...
Thank you, Enu.
Is that Blind Bob, the beggar?
Blind Bob the Beggar.
That guy looks familiar, but I'm not quite sure where I... Is that
Oh,
Blind
yeah.
Bob, the beggar?
Blind Bob the Beggar, because there was the beggars in the previous game. The beggars that we... Yeah, right. I didn't think about that before.
Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be me striped breeches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartellus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left me life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
It's all good. So, well, I'm going to be asking
It's
about
a
those.
long shot, but he was theoretically blind, but now he can see. It makes less and less sense the more I think about it.
What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be
Alrighty.
honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like.
Oh,
It was simpler
Probably.
being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well,
dear.
Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call
Yay.
me Bob who can see.
So you are a general.
General?
are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the larder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
Totally. So, about the resistance.
I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation.
How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants, and to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters.
Various
the moment
gutters.
I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
Yay. So Obnoxus is kind of clear that he can answer something about that, but what about the Purple Mountains first?
It's a long shot, but... Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye. Aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry, purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle.
Uh-huh.
The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of them. Sorry.
As in Purple Mountains. Okay, interesting. So, Obnoxus, though.
Didn't he just mention Obnaxus? Or was that my imagination? Do you know someone called Obnaxus?
Abnaxus. Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Obnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Obnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home. Said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign blades. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
Key. Could I have the key, please?
I'm sure he said key. And where there's a key... You said something about a key to Obnaxus's house?
They called it the abode back then. Abnaxus's abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside, on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
Yes.
This key? Can I...
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Heavier
sure.
than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron, worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise.
That's great.
I'd love to chat, lassie, but I have duties to attend to. There are piss pots that need emptying, and people to command into doing it.
Alright. Well, it was nice meeting you again. Theoretically, Blind Bob. Yes, I remember you. I do remember you. I got you some mulled wine, as you said. Yes, from Benrime. Yes. So we did. Enu. And a key. Yes. It is quite of a interesting key, even a little bit of that. Like,
The key to Obnaxus's abode. Score!
it really is.
I don't know why Obnaxus would entrust a beggar with the key to his house, but he must have seen something in Bob that no one else did.
Well, he was able to see into past and future and everything. He knew you would meet him, and so here he would be.
The key to Obnaxus's abode. Score!
He knew things. He knew quite a bit of things. Enu?
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur. I don't think that'd be kosher.
Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, the General, gave me the key to Obnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Well, all races
Yeah.
can be.
Sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human.
Yes.
What are these dicks you speak of?
That's not important. Thanks again for your help.
Are you leaving already? We just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now, Enu. Okay, thanks, bye!
Yay. Well, we need to talk about the ski thing, but yeah. Humans can be real dicks. Again, it's kind of yes, true. Humans can be. So can be anyone else. Consider, for example, the blue-skinned Liko guy. Isn't he kind of like that too? Like, sure, Kian did wrong thing. Obviously enough, he did something that was wrong, but he was at least doing also good things. So it's not like it's just about one race or one thing can be like that and all that. It's everyone can be. Everyone can be. And in this case, it happens to be humans, indeed. But I just don't like that. I don't like that.
You spoke with the General. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city.
Nice.
I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams.
Goodbye, Shepherd. I wonder if Crow is here. Yes, take a boat to Marcuria. I'm sure Crow will follow us at some point or another anyways. So, yes. Can't look into those doors. Didn't really expect to be able to. I want to at least go and visit an obnoxious tree before I stop for this time around. Definitely.
I hope it's not too far into town because, yeah, I've seen sturdier boats in bathtubs. They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have row, row, row your boat, because how else will that thing make it into the city?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 gently do-de-do.
Shepherd said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
So we shall. Let's row. Row, row down the river. Well, not exactly a river, more of a sea. But anyways. rowing.